So guys, I know you can hear the clapping in the back. That boy Mikey Williams, man. I think it's official, man. I think that boy Mikey Williams, I think he understands it now. I don't think you guys understand how cool this is to see. And I know there's already people clowning Mikey and saying he's still overrated and saying it's only 14 points, this, and that. Guys, this is a huge step in the right direction for a player like Mikey Williams. I mean, considering what he's been through for the past year, we're not even going to talk about this stuff off the court. We're simply talking about on the court. Originally committing to Memphis and then transferring to UCF. Couldn't play basketball for a few months. He worked hard. He was in the gym every day. He was grinding. Was really looking forward to starting the season off strong. And then unfortunately, he had a foot injury and was out for, I believe, 10 or so games. And didn't get to play in the first few portions of the season, which really sidelined him and really didn't allow him to get a fresh start like how everybody imagined. He heals up, he gets on the court, and then he's not really seeing minutes out there on the floor. I think he's only averaging like less than 10 minutes a game. And then when you also factor in that this is the first time Mikey Williams has really played competitive basketball in damn near 2 years. The last time he was really playing meaningful basketball was really whenever he was in high school, because he didn't even get to play in college. So going from high school and transitioning into a collegiate program like UCF that's in a conference where they play teams like Kansas, Iowa State, teams that are actually ranked, teams that are actually going to compete, in that March Madness tournament. It's really going to be hard for a player to just get used to the college system, get used to the physicality of the game, the pace. It's so much different and people don't really understand that. And so for Mikey Williams to finally have that breakout game, to drop 14 points, shoot 50% from the field, to me, like I said, this is baby steps. This is a step in the right direction. I really don't know why people are even clowning him. I mean, I saw some tweets on Twitter, people saying what happened to him. He was getting 2K commercials and all that. I saw somebody else said that he's been 18 for 18 years, 14 points and a 12-point loss. Like, people are always gonna have something negative to say. And I actually recently just dropped a video about Mikey, not even like, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and there were so much people defending Mikey Williams and still having hope. So if you actually watch that video, you would know that that's not a negative video towards Mikey Williams. But to see all these supporters still in support for Mikey Williams, it's really cool to see. Guys, we're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. I really would appreciate it if you just hit that subscribe button, leave a like, do all that. But let's take a step back and really dissect this Mikey Williams quote unquote breakout moment. Now, Mikey Williams and the UCF Knights, they played against a top 10 team in their conference, Iowa State, who's, I believe they're actually the #1 team at a point during the season, but it's been looking a little shaky as of late. And this is the first time that Mikey Williams actually played over 20 minutes in a game this season. I mean, you can look at the other games that he's been playing so far this season. He's been playing games as low as 3 minutes in the game, 5 minutes in the game. His career high in minutes before that was 18 minutes in the game. So from that perspective, how can you really expect to develop as a player if you're not really seeing minutes, especially on a consistent basis? I mean, the games before this, 6 minutes a game, 6 minutes in one game, 6 minutes against Baylor, 4 minutes against Cincinnati, 7 minutes against Kansas. Like, as a player in that position who's coming off an injury, who's just now entering into the collegiate system, who's not really seeing consistent minutes on the floor, it's going to really be hard for him to develop and just getting used to the college system. So for me, whenever I see the coaches actually giving Mike Williams a chance and to play him as high as 28 minutes in a basketball game, and he actually delivers, scoring 14 points in that game, 50% from the field, it's actually really cool to see. I believe the coach actually made some comments as well after the game. He said that Mike Williams, he earned those minutes. He said that I've been watching how he's been practicing and I've been watching him in the games we've been playing recently, and you can see that he's starting to come on. It's kind of what we saw with Mustafa Thiam. It's a process, and it's the same thing for Mikey Williams. So whenever I see a comment like this, especially from the coach after a performance like this for Mikey, like I said, this is a step in the right direction, and now he's getting the coach to believe in him. Now we're going to probably start seeing Mikey get more opportunities, more playing time, and this should allow him to develop a lot faster to where he can essentially get more minutes. And all Mikey Williams has to do is just simply lock in, take advantage of those minutes, show that he can be a playmaker, show that he can be a consistent shooter out there, especially from three, showcase his IQ. And I promise you, Mikey Williams will continue to step foot in the right direction, which is ultimately to make it to the NBA. So hopefully if Mikey Williams can continue this trajectory, I know it's just one game, but like I said, we got to talk about it because a lot of people talk about Mikey Williams whenever he's having bad games, whenever he's not playing, saying he's trash, saying he's this. Like I said, we saw the comments. I mean, you just go on Twitter. People are going to say so much. They say so much. They always have something negative to say. Somebody said 14 points is back. Bro is washed. Career high. In what league is that? 14 points being a career high is butt cheeks. I mean, I feel like I can go on and on and on, but you guys really get the gist. Like, a lot of people are going to hate on Mikey Williams. So whenever he has a moment like this that is super positive, we got to shed light on it because not a lot of people are going to be talking about it. Now, hopefully Mikey Williams and UCF can continue to take the step in the right direction. Like I said, I know this is only one game, but this has to be the start for that redemption year that we initially talked about with Mikey Williams. People are going to say what they want to say. It's absolutely fine if Mikey Williams has to come back to college for another year. I mean, more than likely, he's going to obviously have to come back for another year. He obviously hasn't had a chance to showcase what he can truly do. So whether he decides to transfer to another program or stay with UCF, whatever he does, bro, I just think he needs to go somewhere where he's going to get minutes, and he's not going somewhere that's just off the radar and it's not nationally televised and they don't play good teams. He needs to go somewhere where he can build that trust with his coach, showcase that he's going to be continuing to play hard in college. He's going to do the right thing. You can play him and give him minutes out there on the court. He's going to play meaningful minutes out there. He's not going to make too many mistakes, and he can continue to develop. If he can just find a program where he can do that on a consistent basis, I truly believe that Mikey Williams is a good enough shooter. He's a good enough point guard. He's a good enough playmaker. His IQ is there that he can showcase that he can potentially get to the NBA. I'm telling you right now, let's stamp this video. I really want to see this man eat. And I know a lot of people out there want to see him eat too. So it's time to prove the haters wrong, man. But guys, subscribe to the channel. What do you guys think about this Mikey Williams performance? I mean, scoring 14 points, like I said, I feel like that's pretty solid. A lot of players don't even get a chance to score over 10 in a game, even 5 in a game. So 14 points, especially considering his situation, I think that's a huge W. But let me know down below, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like, comment, do all that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.